Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Steven.
And I'm Daniel.
Welcome to the SCHOLIDAY Movie Review. Today, we are talking about The Conjuring 2.
This is my home. Get out now.
No, this is not your house. Now, what's your name?
My name is Bill Wilkins, and I'm 72 years old.
What do you make of that voice?
Sounds confused. Is he senile?
The voice on this tape is coming from an 11-year-old girl.
You're going to die.
All right, I got a little summary of the movie. In 1977, paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren came out of a self-imposed sabbatical to travel to Enfield, a borough in North London. There, they met Peggy Hodgson, an overwhelmed single mother of 4, who tells the couple that something evil is in her home. Ed and Lorraine believe her story when the youngest daughter starts to show signs of demonic possession. As the Warrens try to help the besieged girl, they become the next target of the malicious spirits.
Okay, cool. Well, all right, so, the name of the movie is The Conjuring 2, obviously. It is directed by James Wan. It was released on June 10th, 2016 of this year. The estimated budget was $40 million, and the current amount of money it's raised in the box office right now is $104.7 million. So basically, it's only been out for about, almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's already doubled its estimated budget. So
Nice.
it seems to be very successful. The filming locations of the movie, they filmed it in England. England and United States. So basically, it was just in one spot in London, England, and North Carolina and California, in the United States. And that's about it. So, let's talk about the likes. What did we like about it?
I like the movie because the pacing, it was pretty good. The story was good. It didn't slow down too much, and it kept moving along and kept you in it. Yeah, and also, the movie was around 2 hours and 14 minutes, but it didn't feel like it was that long because I was like into the movie the whole time.
Yeah, the pacing of it was pretty good. I kind of felt like I wanted to watch it longer, kind of, sort of, because it kind of had you on the edge. The edge of your seat there, but it was okay. Also, what we liked about it, the movie is shot very well. James Wan always used very fluid camera movement, so it felt like you were really there, especially a lot of times when the characters would look one way and the camera would kind of follow that way and then come on back this way. So it really fit well with what was going on. The lighting is always awesome. James Wan does a great job with all his lighting. It felt really, really scary, and it looked really, really, really cool. The set design was awesome. It really looked like it was back in 1977. Everything I saw were kind of things I didn't recognize because I wasn't born at the time, but we did see a lot of old things, and it wasn't anything that kind of took you out of the time period. Nothing that was just kind of like, oh, well, that shouldn't be there. So that was really good. It had like nice setups that draws the eyes to one side of the screen and pretty much have a distraction from one side. I mean, like it had things moving, and then next thing you know, you're kind of looking at this side of the screen, and then you forget about this big dark area over here, and that's where something kind of pops out at. So that was really clever how he did that. And one of the best things I liked about it was the sound design. I think the sound design is what really made the movie, because without the sound design, the way it was, it would not have been as scary on some parts.
Yeah.
So, what did you dislike about it?
One thing, just because I'm a new writer and I feel like, original ideas are important. This movie wasn't an original idea. It was based off of something real. Even though, it's cool that it's real and they made a movie about it, but it's still not original.
Okay. What I didn't like about it is that James Wan uses some of his same scares from some movies he's done before. It's kind of like, we'll talk about it later. We'll get into that in a little spoiler part. But there were some things that was like, oh, we've seen that before in some of his other movies. All right. Let's see here. Daniel, would you say the movie's scary? Would you classify this as a scary movie?
Yeah, I guess it depends. I wasn't scared. It's not really scary, but if you are like into demonic elements of the horror movies, then I guess it could be scary. Yeah.
Okay. I think that it's scary if you like jump scares. If that's about it. If you're into what Daniel just said, the demonic stuff, it's kind of scary, but it doesn't go that far into that side of it. So if you're looking for like a movie with a more demonic element, it's kind of there, but not as much as the jump scares. Kind of like the big scares of the movie, in my opinion, were mostly on the jump scares as opposed to that demonic world element. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so, well, that's pretty much the review part. Now we're going to go into the spoiler section. So if you want to not be spoiled, I don't know, how do we say that? We're going into spoilers. So skip to this time code, whatever I put at the bottom of the screen there, to skip over this part, because now we're about to say some stuff about the movie that might ruin it for you if you plan to go see it. All right, let's see here. Number one, most of the scares in this movie were just like the ones in Insidious, the very first one. Like, I think that was one of the biggest things that kind of distracted me from the movie, was that, like, oh, it started getting good, then James Wan used the same sequences from, like, Insidious, like the scare tactics, like, oh, nothing's happening, and then all of a sudden there's a crazy looking face behind someone sitting at a table or something like that, just like Insidious. We saw that a lot. And let me see here.
One of the, oh yeah.
What?
Go ahead.
All right. Let me see here. Another thing about this movie, the demon, the antagonist, the demon nun in the movie, looks just like that old woman from Insidious that's chasing Patrick Wilson. Because ironically, Patrick Wilson is also in Insidious, and there's this old woman that looks like this. And in this movie, there's a demon nun that looks like this. And Patrick Wilson is in both movies playing a different character, but it's like we're literally seeing the same thing happen again. It's almost like watching Insidious all over again, because the set and everything, when it went to the demonic element, it looked just like a lot of stuff we saw in the movie Insidious, and that was just one of those things about that. Let me see what else. Oh, the sound design. Yeah, the main thing about this movie that made it scary was the sound design. It kind of looked pretty comical if you didn't have the sound, because there wasn't really any horrible visuals of anything. Like the monsters, the demon didn't really look that scary. It looks like kind of scary, but not as creepy as other things we've seen from James Wan. And there's this, the cricket man that comes out of this toy thing. It looks really, really good, and it's cool, but it's not that scary looking. But the sound design behind everything's what really sold the movie. So that was those things about it.
Yeah, I guess you get, some people get pretty scared of that because it came out of nowhere and it just got big.
Yeah, and it's not. And it wasn't like the usual type of sounds, like just like, oh, just something loud, blam, hit you in the face. Look at me while I'm sweating. Oh well, fix it later. But yeah, the scares wasn't any, like the sounds wasn't the usual, just go into silence and some loud crap. It was really, you heard the things in the room, and then of course the music behind it, all that kind of stuff was really, really creepy. But if you kind of mute it and look at it, it kind of can be funny. But like, for example, look at how it looks when we watch the filming of it, like the behind the scenes. This is exactly how it looks when you see it that way.
Taking turns scaring the wits out of each other. No wonder I can't get a good night's sleep. I don't want to hear another word. Now get back to bed, the lot of you!
And then, pretty much, this is how it is when they add all the sounds with it.
Have you two been playing with this? Taking turns scaring the wits out of each other? No wonder I can't get a good night's sleep. No, I don't want to hear another word. Now get back to bed, the lot of you!
So boom, that is that, and that is that.
All right, well, overall, I feel like The Conjuring 2 was well put together. It looked good. It sounded good. Yeah, it's a good scary movie if you want to go see one this summer, and it's definitely worth it. I think it was worth it.
Okay, yeah, and would we recommend going to go see the movie? Sure, yeah. It's pretty scary. I mean, it's worth going to go see in the theater mainly because of the sound. It's something you want to hear inside of a movie theater.
Yeah.
I know a lot of us have really awesome sound system at home, but it's made for the theater, so go see it in the theater. So for that reason alone, it would be worth going to go see it in the theater. And our film rating for this one is going to be a B+. And why is it a B+, Daniel?
Because mostly everything else was great. It's just it was really close to Insidious. It reminded us a lot of that.
Yeah, it was a lot of things that was just like, oh man, like there's a scare. Then we looked at each other and then it was like, that's just like Insidious. Then you see something else. Like there's a part in there. I don't want to ruin it for you, but that's pretty much it. There's a lot of similarities in how it looks to Insidious, as well as the plot when it goes to how to make you jump, the scares, his setups, and the way he does it.
Yeah.
And that is about it. Anything else? No. All right, guys, cool. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. Subscribe, and like our Facebook page, and check out our website, SCHOLIDAYProductions.com, to check out more videos and to learn more about us. And that is about it. So thanks for watching, guys, and this was The Conjuring 2. So go see it. Enjoy it. It's fun. Whoop-de-doo. I'm sweating. And now the air comes on at the very end.